Well, you get a bonus today. You get a bonus Uncle Brian Reacts. I have to admit, I've been a bit distracted lately with the head honcho scammer on here with all his projects and claims on all his performance he's going to get out of his projects that he never lives up to. I don't know if I'll be able to sit through all of it in 10 minutes. Let's see what happens. Let's see what he's yakking about now.
Well, it's Monday morning here in my reality, and we're ready for the big action.
Yeah, living in your imaginary mind.
At this point, I will take any action. It's been very stagnant lately.
No shit, Sherlock.
So I want to bring you guys
don't do shit, just run your fucking mouth.
And especially Project Mission Improbable, because we're finally...
Oh, he has another Mission Improbable. I didn't know about this.
First things first, we got rained out again this Friday, so that's 2 rainouts for 2 attempts so far this year. Last year, we got rained out 11 times.
What's he planning on
It's driving me
doing?
crazy. And it's driving my poor
with that MC Hammer car. Finally get it into a low 14.
No control over the weather. This Friday,
I throwing more gear in it.
With any luck, we'll get out there. What else? So, we've got our propane motor and trans ready to drop in.
Yeah, that'll be sitting there forever.
We've been working on the Belvedere out here, taking
wow, he's got a lot of shit going on, man.
A lot of scraping,
Once again,
going on. We're working on the interior now.
This is how this motherfucker sets himself up with fucking excuses. When he gets hit with, hey, how come you didn't finish this? How come you didn't do that? You know what he says? Hey, it's hard for me to get things done when I have too many projects going on at the same time. This guy has the focus of a crackhead with ADD. Then again, I don't want to disrespect crackheads with ADD comparing Sanford to them. He does this shit intentionally. So this way, he doesn't have to finish anything. He doesn't have to go through with a fucking claim. He'll put it out here. But I understand this was up a few days ago. Wow, 350-something thousand subs. 19,000 views on this. Hey, where's all your subs?
And with any luck, next couple of days we'll be finished out here.
Yeah, okay.
We can roll in inside, drop the motor and trans in, do the brakes, and we should have a running vehicle within...
Yeah.
Every time I throw a timeline out there, it never happens, right?
No shit.
Soon.
You never do, nothing ever happens.
Soon. It's on my list of priorities.
You're going to get that on the road, go take it for a ride with no driver's license, uninsured, unregistered?
XJ. So,
like that would pass a fucking safety inspection in any of the 50 states.
We hooked everything up and actually threw another Jeep on the back of this thing.
Okay.
And dragged it around. I tell you what, it tows good. It feels good. It's
yeah, it feels good. Yeah, it feels good.
So, I haven't made any long distance trips with it yet. But
there
I'm
he goes.
confident she'll go.
There he goes.
So, that's good with that. Now, Mission Improbable.
Here we go.
All right. So now, if you guys aren't familiar with this, the goal with this truck, with this Jeep, is to run a 13-second quarter mile, like muscle car territory. A 13-second quarter mile, 8th mile equivalent.
That's about what you got baby daughter walking into with 100 shot of laughing gas.
Or direct replacements. So
okay.
everything that goes on this 96...
I know I was yakking. I should have shut up. He's saying that he's going to get this into a 13. His goal is to get this into a 13. Muscle car territory. It has that inline 4-liter 6-cylinder engine. Using all the stock parts. Isn't that what he said about that 318? Going to make 318 horsepower with all the stock parts. He knew that wasn't going to happen. He pawned it off on the Crypt Keeper, Sandy, and Charlie the Tuner, walked away from that deal. What if he's going to bring anyone in on this project? So when it doesn't happen, he'll have someone else to throw under a fucking bus. Seriously, I don't know how much longer I can watch of this.
XJ has to be for the right make, model, and year 96 XJ. So now this particular one, if you're not familiar, if you weren't around for the
okay, he's going to educate you now.
We picked this up off of Facebook Marketplace a couple of weeks ago. We paid $800 for it. Now this particular Jeep,
and he'll fuck it up.
The reason I grabbed it is because it's a unicorn.
It's a unicorn.
So it's a 2-wheel drive.
Don't you know that everything Sanford gets is rare, unique?
So it's the lightest
only he has it.
You could have with an XJ. It's 4-liter, 5-speed. So this thing is it's stripped and it has like the best drivetrain you could have in it.
Okay, listen.
And that's why we decided to base this.
Sorry. You know, it's very rare times like this I watch something of his, and it reminds me how the fuck at one time years ago I was able to actually sit through an entire video of his without wanting to puke in my mouth and pull a fucking jobber at all his bullshit and all his bragging and all his claims. Once again, he's got a shitload of projects going on there. And you know what? I'm not a gambling man. I don't even buy $1 lottery scratch tickets. I don't gamble. I don't drink. I don't drug. Well, I like Uncle Brian lifters, but no cocaine, heroin, or any of that bullshit. It's not my thing. You know, I tell you, this guy, man. I guess he's hoping to, he's going to try to get the Jeep crowd. He's already failed a few times with the Jeep crowd when he tried to rope them in. He had a fucking XJ once before with a busted transfer case. You know, he was going to start, remember that? He was going to start an off-roading series. And he found some suckers, part of some fucking off-roading Jeep club there. He got them in on a video with their Jeeps, being all their buddy. Hey, I'm your buddy Sanford. Hey, listen, I'm going to make videos. I want to do off-roading too. I'll make you guys famous just like me. Come on, do a video with me. Then he took his Jeep out, tried doing a donut in a field. And he went up a little small fucking mound. And that's when he blew the fucking transfer case and the thing fucking died right there. Sitting on the slant of a little fucking hill. No more than 4 feet high. You know, that Jeep project didn't take off. His off-road series went down the shitty. Another claim. Just trying to attract as much attention as he can. And you know what? Seriously. Don't you know by now with this guy, everything he says he's going to do, he does not do. It's just to get attention, to get views, to get clicks, to make money. He brings people into his fold, only to use them, abuse them, throw them under a fucking bus later. He'll prostitute his own family, dragging them into things. You know, yeah, boat for his granddaughter, yeah, right. You know, he will use anybody for his personal gain. You can't get any fucking worse than that. Let's put aside his scamming, money-grubbing, incompetent, mechanical bullshit on here. Put all that aside. Anyone that will do that to their own family is a piece of fucking shit. Okay, listen, if you want to watch all of this, go right ahead. I think when I watched it the first time around to see if it was worth me doing a, you know, Uncle Brian reacts on it. I think I got maybe a minute past this. I think I got to around 4 minutes. I don't think I'd be able to endure the remaining 6 minutes. But if you want to check this out, and if he makes any more wild claims and brags anymore about anything, about how everything he has is so unique and so special, and he's going to do this and do that while he's also doing this and doing that, but he's got to get to this and get to that first, but he will get back to that eventually. You want to believe all his bullshit? Go right ahead.